Welcome to the communication section. When doing research to create this course, communication was the #1 topic of interest and the #1 area that couples wanted to improve in their marriage. So as you can imagine, I have a lot to say on the matter. Remember, many of these concepts can take time to master. Be patient with yourselves and, more importantly, be patient with each other as we go through this process. One of the easiest ways to be patient is with humor. Much of the communication in a marriage can be and should be fun and funny. You've got to be able to laugh at yourselves and your situations. Monogamy can be hard and sometimes even annoying. If you don't have a sense of humor in a relationship, you could kill each other. If you can laugh together, it makes everything better and easier to solve. So I challenge each of you to get back in touch with your sense of humor. It diffuses tension, makes you more receptive, and helps you feel connected. Humor will also help with the next thing I'm asking of you. Learning to communicate is a vulnerable process. It's vital that we try not to be critical, accusatory, judgmental, or feel like a victim. It's easy to fall into those negative mindsets, but each of you has a choice to approach this with love and laughter. Let me give you a practical tip on how to help each other with this. I call it a moment of grace. We're not always going to get it right the first time. So when your partner blows it, before you get angry or defensive, hit that 5-second pause button and lovingly and kindly remind yourself and them of the new way you've agreed to communicate. For instance, if you start to tell your spouse something that hurt your feelings and they immediately jump to an offensive position, before getting furious, give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them that moment of grace and say something like, "Sweetie, this is one of those things that we're working on. Maybe we could try it the new way." Let them have the opportunity to get it right. Believe it or not, most pain inflicted in a relationship is accidental. Chances are you're not married to a jerk. Give your partner the benefit of the doubt. Let me tell you what this can look like. The other day, my husband was outside helping several kids safely take turns with a bow and arrow. I could tell he was getting frustrated. From the outside looking in, I could see what I thought was a far better and more efficient way to make this happen. I went outside and said sweetly, "Honey, can I speak to you?" He took one look at me and said, "No, I don't think so." What? I turned around and walked away, and I was mad. Back in the house, however, I remembered to give myself and him a moment of grace. I realized that what I was about to do was a little controlling. He's known me for 20 years. Of course he didn't want to talk to me. However, we still had some things we needed to talk about. A little later, I went back outside, and I could tell he was still a little mad at me. I walked over and said, with a smile on my face and laughter in my voice, "Where in the marriage manual does it say that you get to deny the 'honey, can we talk' question?" He immediately smiled and responded with, "Yes, it's a little known clause. Husbands have the right to deny the 'honey, can we talk' question." At this point, we're both cracking up. The situation was diffused, and we were able to have a loving and productive conversation. Can you think of any situations like this? Any recent issues that could have benefited by a little humor? When couples are able to use that moment of grace and approach each other with love and laughter, it goes a long way toward easing the situation and furthering their communication. So now you've seen the third free video. That one is from our communication chapter. We've got 3 more videos on this topic as well as a whole lot more. Again, if there was anything in there that caught your interest or you found useful, check out the link below. We really appreciate all the support and comments we've gotten on the first videos and would love to keep hearing from you. Thanks again.